Alright boys, we're back, and in the last video I asked you guys, what should we do? Kuhlman or Kadri on the second line left wing spot? Or trade them, and a lot of you guys, if not all of you guys, were saying package them together and make a nice trade. And you know what? I agree. It's time to trade these guys. Kadri, he's 24 years old. 24 years old, he should be playing for our team right now, but he just hasn't developed into what we want him to be. Offensively, I wanted to get a lot better for a playmaker because he's not the greatest defensively. But he's not. It looks like he's capped off pretty much there. So we're going to trade Kadri and Kuhlman, and also the fourth line left wing spot, Travis Moen or Kobe Armstrong. Originally I wanted to keep Travis Moen, but I actually think I'm going to keep Kobe Armstrong because we've had Kobe for 5 years. We've won a Stanley Cup with them. He's part of our team. We picked up Travis Moen last year, so you know what? We'll get rid of Travis Moen and keep Armdog back there. So, since we're trading for someone, let's go to the trading block, see if there's anyone out there. Now, what we want is a winger, sniper, or playmaker, and we want them to be around 23, 24, 25 years old. And I want them to be around 87, 88, someone better than Kuhlman, but someone whose trade value is just around halfway. Not too much above halfway, and someone who can help our team now. Their salary cap is not that high, that we can sign them long term and be part of our team for the future, okay? I know that's a lot, but that's the kind of player I'm looking for. So we'll quickly go through the trading block, see if there's anyone like that out there. Anaheim, no. Winnipeg, no. Boston. Toulouse, no. Just going to quickly go through here, boys. No. Man, there's really nobody. Scott Hart, no. No, he's a power forward. Looking for more of a sniper or playmaker. He's a bit older, too. I'm looking for someone a lot younger. No, there's really no one. Patrice Bergeron isn't bad, but again, I'm not looking for someone that old. I'm looking for someone who's just starting their career so we can nab them because Kuhlman and Kadri, that's a good trade. That is a good trade. They're getting a lot for that. So, you know what? Couldn't find anyone in the trading block, so we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. We'll go through it team by team. Search forwards. Anaheim. Holy crap. Oh, yeah, this guy, Hunter Shinkaruk. Look at this guy. His trade value is off the map. Holy crap, look at that. 80s everywhere. 87s everywhere. And look at his potential. He's going to be like the Nets Gretzky. Holy crap. Look at that. Man, how old is he? 20 years old. That's the perfect player, but there's no way I'll get him for Kadri and Kuhlman. His trade value is way too much. And I don't have any draft picks to use either. Remember, no draft picks this year. Damn. And look at this guy. Maxwell, 21 years old. Prospect. Jesus, look at this guy. Sniper. Look at his offensive category. And look at his potential. Oh my God. Man. Anaheim has two prospects that they can just run with for the next 10 years. And Maxwell and Shinkaruk. Oh, they'll be on the same line and everything. Oh my God. We're not going to get those guys though. Bobby Ryan and Corey Perry. Yeah, they're great, but again, look, too old, 28, 30 years old. I'm not looking for someone like that. We have plenty of players around that age now. We almost have to start building for the future again, not by like blowing up the team, but just by only adding players who can really help us in the long run now. So I'm not looking for Bobby Ryan or Corey Perry. Boston, Tyler Seguin. Now here's the perfect kind of player I'm talking about. 23 years old. His salary's not that much. His trade value is a bit high. It might be hard to get him. But look, playmaker. He can play on the wing. He's actually good at faceoffs too, so he could even play the center. Playmaker. He's still getting better. Young guy. He'd be perfect. And how great would that be? Seguin and Kessel on the same line in Toronto. You know what? We'll keep that name in our minds because he's a center. I'm more looking for a winger, and his trade value is kind of high up. So we'll keep looking here. Buffalo. Tyler Ennis, 25 years old, a bit older than I'm looking for, but not that bad. You know what? He's only 86, kind of the same as Kuhlman. So there's not really, no, you know what? No. I'm looking for someone better. Remember, we're going to get a lot for Kadri and Kuhlman. Calgary, let's see. Calgary still hasn't rebuilt. They got no prospects. Carolina, ooh, Jeff Skinner maybe. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Perfect, actually. Trade value is middle. 23 years old. Salary cap is only 3.5. That's not too high. And it's for the next 3 years. Wow, everything on paper fits in perfectly. Let's see how good he is. 89 overall. He's better than Kadri. He's still getting better in every category. And he's got a pretty good shot. Yeah, this guy is the perfect. And look at that. He's pretty good defensively as well. Got good discipline. He's a winger. He's a true winger. Yeah, man, I like this guy, Jeff Skinner. He fits in perfectly to all that criteria that I set. So you know what? That's the guy we're gonna try for here. Jeff Skinner for Kadri, Kuhlman. I think this will go through because Kadri and Kuhlman's trade value are actually pretty similar. I'm surprised Skinner's. Hang on a sec. I can't talk and think. I'm surprised Skinner's trade value isn't higher. Like Sagan's trade value was higher, but I'm surprised. I'm just surprised. Wow, yeah, this is going to be a great pickup if we can get it here. Jeff Skinner. Okay, so why won't it go through there? Actually, hang on. Travis Moen as well. Yeah. Why won't it go through? Let me just try it. 45 skaters. So they have too many players. So I'm going to have to add. So since, you know what? Look at this, boys. Quickly. Jeff Skinner's trade value, right? But look at Kadri and Kuhlman's. I mean, they're just below half, and he's just above half. So I think this trade, if they had less players, I think this trade would go through like no problem, just like that. So let's see if the players that we can add back on the other side can be, I don't know, let's see if they could be some prospects here. Domi, 20 years old, and with a name like Domi, he belongs in the blue and white. Max Domi, 20 years old, playmaker. Offensive category is good, and look at his potential. You know what? This guy kind of replaces Kadri perfectly. Another center playmaker. He's 4 years younger than Kadri because Kadri's 24. He still has his potential. He's good offensively. He could be that center playmaker we were hoping Kadri would become. So we're getting Kadri reset basically with Max Domi. Jeff Skinner would be better than Kuhlman, so we're not losing anything here with this trade. So Domi, Skinner, and we need one more player. Maybe a goalie, a backup goalie. Let's see these guys. Kerry Ramo, 29 years old, 79. You know what? I think I'd rather play that Naslin guy because he was pretty good in the offensive category. Let's see if there's any good. No, I'm looking for someone at least in the 80s. Peters. He's got 82. All right, we could use a backup goalie there. No, you know what? You know what? I don't like that actually. 1.2 million for salary. I'm already pushing salary cap with this trade anyway, so no, we're gonna hold on. We'll keep Naslin as our backup. We know what we should do for this. We should add their worst player just to make sure it goes through. I don't want to mess around with this. Let's go down here. Lindgren, 28 years old, 1 year left, one way, perfect. Perfect. All right, so the trade will go through now. Well, by the NHL anyways. It's league approved. Let's see if they accept it. Kadri, Kuhlman, and Moen for Skinner, Domi, and Lindgren. Pretty good. I mean, they're getting 3 players who are NHL ready. Kadri, Kuhlman, and Moen. All right, but we're getting Skinner, who is the replacement for Kuhlman, Domi, who is the replacement for Kadri, and Lindgren, who's just, that's where they're getting a bit more here with Travis Moen, but I don't care. I mean, this trade is still in my favor, I think. So let's see if it goes through. No. Oh, okay, it's only because they don't want to absorb any more one-way contracts, so they didn't say no to it. It's just because Skinner and Lindgren are the one-ways, but Kadri, Kuhlman, and Moen are all one-ways, so they're getting 3 one-ways, and we're only getting 2 back. Okay, so what we have to do here is find their worst one-way contract guy, other than Lindgren. O'Reilly, 28, 1 year left, one way, perfect. That's perfect again. Yeah, we're messing with the salary cap here, though, but that we'll see. We have to. I really want this trade to go through, and we will add. You know, we're gonna have to add a prospect because we can't add a two-way. We'll go to defense. Who can we add here? We have our defensive core for the next 5 years. I mean, Dion's the oldest guy, 30. He can go till he's 35. That's no problem. So, defensive prospects, we can get rid of Hunter. He's 22 years old, but he still has the 2 Bs. I want to hold on to this guy because his trade value might go up, and he's a good prospect to keep. Lewington. No, we'll hold on to that guy. You know what? Percy, 22 years old, one way. Or, sorry, 1 year left. How good is he? Only 75 overall. He still has some potential, but he hasn't gotten outstanding in any category. Yeah, we can deal with this. All right, so Kadri, Kuhlman, Moen, and Percy for Skinner, Domi, Lindgren, and Riley. So Lindgren and Riley are really nothing on the deal. They're just to make it go through. So we're really only getting Skinner and Domi, all right, for Kadri, Kuhlman, Moen, and Percy. So they're starting to get a little bit more for this trade, but still, I don't care. These players are players that we're not going to be using. So if this goes through, this is great for us. Come on, let this go through. Still not. Okay, well, it's just the trade itself now. So because we'll just add a draft pick to it. Let's see if it goes through. We can still do a lot of things with this trade. Yeah, we'll add a fourth to it. Kadri, Kuhlman, Moen, Percy, and a fourth for Skinner, Domi, Lindgren, and O'Reilly. Let's see if it goes through, boys. Come on, this would be huge for the blue and white. Come on. Oh, it went through. Whoa. I don't believe it. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Holy crap. You know what, boys? I'm surprised with that. That trade was great for us. That trade was great for us. We picked up, I mean, we gave up the prospect Percy, fine, you know what, and Moen, but for Kadri and Kuhlman, we got players who replaced them who are better. I'll show you why. All right? Skinner right here. Who is better than Kuhlman? All right? We will do the lines quickly. We won't go into a full line change. I'll get this video out so you guys can see them and see how I should edit them, but we'll quickly do what we had before. So we got Kobe Armstrong, Vermette, and Iginla back there on the fourth line. Kobe's back there now. We got Jordan Stahl, Wayne Simmons, and Andrew Ladd on the third line. All right, it's a good third line. Second line, Joe Colburn, Kessel. Yeah, we're going to put Kessel down here, and Grigorenko, but we're going to put Kessel on his shooting wing now. Grigorenko. And now first line, Claude Giroux, Jeff Skinner, and Ryan Getzlaf. All right, I think that was a great trade. That was a great trade. Defensively, we still have our defensive core. I'm going to want Dion Phaneuf. And I think I'm going to put Cody Franzen up here this year, boys. I want an offensive defenseman on the first line. Get some points up there. Then Luke Shen and Mark Stahl on the second line. Yeah, that's fine. And then Jake Gardner and Keith Ollie on the third line. Yeah, that's fine. So there you go. We won't go into a full line change mode right now. We'll end this video. But there you go. This is why the trade was amazing. Basically, it was Kuhlman for Skinner. All right, Kuhlman for Skinner, and Skinner's a lot better than Kuhlman. All right, and now look at go down to our AHL best lines, and look at that. Yeah, Max Domi is now our first line center on our AHL. So it was basically Kuhlman for Skinner, which we won out. Domi for Kadri, which we won out. Even though Kadri was an 84, boys, he was 24 years old. Max Domi still has his B and B for offense and defense for potential. He's already 80s for offense. He's the same type of player as Kadri, but he's 4 years younger. So in 4 years, you'll be able to tell if it was a good trade. If he's better than 84 overall in 4 years, which I think he will be with that potential, then it was a good trade, all right? Max Domi for Kadri, Skinner for Kuhlman, and then Travis Moen and, what's his name, Percy, just to make the deal go through. The other two guys that we got back were nothing. They were nothing in the deal. But look at that. Clapperton, Domi, and Kutsov now in the first line. That's pretty good. Those rookies are going to be ready to go next year. So that's good, man. We got some prospects. Lindgren and O'Reilly I'm going to send down. Just quickly here. Hang on so I don't forget. Lindgren, O'Reilly. There you go, boys. So we have $3 million left in cap space. We have our team out here. We made a big trade. I'll get this video out so you guys can see it. Make any adjustments if I have to make any adjustments. But I think our team is ready to go. Maybe a backup goalie if by the trade deadline we are not doing too good. But I'm going to give this Naslin guy a shot. He's 78 overall. But look what I like his first category, his reflexes. It's all in the mid-80s. It's just his athleticism that brings him down. But I think he's actually a pretty good goalie. And he's a super Swede. So we're gonna give him the shot. All right? So there's our team. I like it, but what should we do for the power play? What should we do for the penalty kill? I'll leave that up to you. Oh my God, Jeff Skinner though. Jeff Skinner, I love it.